What's up, nerds? So I finished the season finale of season 2 of Strange New Worlds, and I have to be honest with you, it was such a letdown. I'm not even gonna lie. It was not that great. Like I just don't care anymore. And the Gorn thing has just been really like played out to the point where I'm just like, I'm so over it. So I'm not going to waste too much of your time. I'm going to break this sucker down and everything, but let's get into this episode and then I'll give you all my thoughts at the end. All right, here we go. The Kyogo, while assisting the independent colony world Parnassus Beta with administrations of routine vaccines led by Nurse Chapel, while en route to her new fellowship, is ambushed by the Gorn. Of course, it's the Gorn. Now they bring them in this season. I'm not going to lie, I kind of am over the Gorn. Captain Battelle sends out a distress signal, and Pike orders the Enterprise to Parnassus Beta to assist. Upon arrival, the Enterprise encounters the wreckage of the Kyoga in orbit around the planet and discovers the Gorn have erected a jamming field around the planet, preventing scans, communications, and transporter signals from reaching its surface. I did like the look of the wreckage, is kind of reminiscent of that 2009 Star Trek movie, in the wreckage when they go to Vulcan and everything. So, I did like it visually. Starfleet Command advises Pike that the Gorn have claimed Parnassus Beta as part of their territory and orders the Enterprise to remain on the Federation side of the new border to avoid provoking war with the Gorn. What a bunch of pussies Starfleet has become. I'm sorry. Don't mess with my brothers and sisters or we're going at it. Despite orders, the crew of the Enterprise decide to conduct an unsanctioned rescue operation. Pike is able to smuggle an away team to Parnassus Beta's surface, including himself, Ortegas, La'an, Mabinga, and Jim Kirk. Who didn't see this coming? I mean, they took the shuttle and they just added a bunch of just garbage onto it, and then they made it look like it was a piece of the wreckage, and then they just kind of like floated it through to get to the surface. I was like, oh, I can see what's coming right now, but it was fine. It was fine. Avoiding Gorn patrols on the surface, the away team makes contact with Battelle and engineer Montgomery Scotty, who fled to Parnassus Beta to find shelter after his ship was attacked by the Gorn. I'm still not a huge fan of the way the Gorn look. I just don't like it. But at this point, I just don't care, to be honest with you. It's like, it is what it is. I would have liked to have seen the Gorn like horde of the little younglings attack, like a person or a group and everything. We just saw them swipe by every now and then, and it was just kind of like, whatever. Scotty has advised Pike and Battelle that he has jerry-rigged a piece of technology which can hide the Starfleet shuttles from the Gorn. But while recovering the device, Pike discovers that Battelle has been infected with Gorn eggs. Oh, now Battelle got impregnated. Yeah, she did. She got the hot beef injection, maybe. I will have to say, though, it was kind of nice to see Scotty, I guess, but it's not my Scotty, so it was very like, okay. In orbit, Uhura and Pelia devise a strategy to drive Kyoga's saucer section out of orbit so that it will collide with the Gorn jammer and destroy without the Enterprise attacking it directly. Of course, it was Uhura that was trying to figure everything out because remember, she keeps us connected. And really, what has Pelia, who cares? What has she done this entire season besides be annoying? We're talking about her classes and shit. You're like, oh, get out of here, old lady. Spock volunteers to install the necessary retro rockets to drive the Kyoga along its flight path to the surface. Along the way, he is attacked by a Gorn scout, but Spock is able to kill the scout with the assistance from Chapel, who had taken shelter in an oxygenated pocket of the saucer. It was kind of nice to see a fully grown Gorn, I guess, but I wish the Gorn, like they actually spoke, like they did in the show Enterprise. And I know they didn't speak in the original series because, it was just that big weird costume or whatever. But again, in the grand scheme of things, I just don't care. I'm very much like, I don't care. The Kyoga saucer impacts and destroys the jammer, allowing Enterprise to beam Pike, Battelle, and Scott back up. But the Gorn are able to capture La'an, Mabinga, Ortegas, Kirk, and the surviving colonist with their own transporter. Oh, the Enterprise wasn't fast enough, and now the Gorn have dinner. Chapel begins to administer treatment to Battelle for the Gorn eggs. Nah, she dead. She's dead. While Pike is forced to contend with the attacking Gorn fleet and the dilemma of whether or not to risk the Enterprise while rescuing his kidnapped crew members. And they end it with the to be continued. It's like, get the fuck out of here with that noise. Like, I understand leaving it on a cliffhanger, but I'm just like, it's for me, I just go, this season has been so annoying right now that you're just going to leave this on a to be continued. Way to add to the annoyance. This season has been a hodgepodge of nonsense. And I'll try to do a season review. I always say that because I do try, but then I don't get around to it. But hopefully I can, because it's gonna be a little slow next week. But this episode, okay, overall, this episode was very mid to me. As a season finale, it sucked. And as an episode of this season, it was very on par with the fact that this season has been mediocre at best. I really feel like the first season to me was just okay. And then this season has just really, like, they just went down, And I think that they're just, I feel like they're not even trying, to make this Star Trek. They're trying to just write a science fiction show, and they're not even doing a good job of that. I think that some of the actors, I do like all the actors. I said this last episode. I do like all the actors. It's just that either they're given crappy material, and the stuff that they do is just like, I'm just like, what's going on here? Like, come on, can we just get over this stuff? So I just like, this whole episode to me was just, it was drawn out and it was not very good. And I wish that I just didn't see how it could have been good at all, because this whole season, like I said before, has been mediocre at best. I can't even think of an episode that I can point to and be like, man, that episode was so good, off the top of my head. But yeah, this was just not that great. Wasn't that great. But we'll see what they have in store for season 3. If this gets to season 3, I don't know. They can't do any negotiations, or unless they've already signed on. But we'll see. We'll see what happens and everything. But yeah, I would say this just is, as far as season finales goes, it wasn't that great, But tell me what you guys thought about this season finale. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Did you like the Gorn thing? They brought that back, because it was like, I think it was like episode 1 and now episode 10. And you're just like, oh, okay, the Gorn are still here. But yeah, tell me what you guys thought. If you like what I do here and you enjoy independent content here on YouTube, please consider subscribing to my channel. YouTube is always changing up their algorithm. Small channels like mine, we just keep getting shoved to the back of the line. So please ask that you like, share, and subscribe, and I thank you in advance. And as always, go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And we'll see you guys on my next video. You guys have a good day. Live long and prosper. Bye.